Always thought you'd stick around, always thought you'd stay. Now he's searching for the rain, but what you had to do.
Beck's really a character that's always thinking about what's next, you know, if it from the website and the nature of the internet presence of music and who he is as an artist, who he wants to be. And so I think the fact that we'd met in the past and that we'd done some stuff, and I think he found me an interesting, perhaps naive musician, you know, and that he could maybe work with. And I had an open eye and open ear to different sounds. I think after he'd finished working on Charlotte Gainsbourg, he was probably thinking, who next, you know? And so he called me and wanted to see if he could help me produce a new record. One of the reasons that Beck, I think, is so prolific and an amazing superpower of his, if you like, is this way that he can pull words from the air and from the stream of consciousness, which is always going with him. It's almost like he's always capable of writing a song, you know. He could write a song in the kitchen, on the toilet, on a plane, you know. He's just kind of tuned into that side of his you know, creative radio, I guess. It's always on that frequency. Whereas with me, I knew that the kind of material I wanted to write for this album was going to involve me looking through kind of more personal material, journals and things I'd written to myself, because I had a lot to say, I realised. And that was really crucial for me. I don't write in the same way. I couldn't just freestyle a song about the hard times I've had, for example.
Standing on the shoreline, stranded in time.
Just the period of time between Jim and this album, Compass, was, I mean, I was busy on the road, for one thing, really touring hard, and thanks to everyone for coming to the shows, by the way. That there were brilliant shows, and it was a lot of hard work. But during that time, I changed management. I changed, you know, my home address from Europe to America, which is quite some undertaking. I'd lived in Berlin for 9 years, so that was a lot to change, and I changed my relationship too. So all of those things can be quite demanding. They all kind of happened around about the same time, you know. So I had a lot on my mind, and it was quite a period of pretty intense change, you know, and I took to writing a lot of that stuff down, you know. Changing my relationships was obviously the most intense part of everything. I mean, and yeah, that was maybe the source of a lot of the album material, you know. And I think it's quite clear from the lyrics on the songs, like what I was thinking, and that was one of my intentions on this record, to put those intentions and put those feelings down in a quite naked and a quite exposed way on this record, because I just thought, to be the kind of artist that I want to be right now, I have to do that, you know. And it took some courage, I think, for me to do that.
She's just a dreamer, she was just a dream. He is just a dreamer, and she was just a dream.
As I was working on the album, I remember when I went to Beck's house, I had one of these little small hard drives with me with my sketches on and stuff, and I wrote "Trust Your Compass" on it, just because I was kind of like really wanting to believe in what I was saying and like not forget about it, you know, and to trust. I guess what I meant by that was trust myself, really, trust my heart, you know.